Now let's see how can we visualize the response. So the Postman visualizer provides a programmable way to visualize, way to visually represent your request responses. Visualization code added to the tests for a request will render in the Visualize tab for the response body alongside the pretty raw preview options. I'll show you that first and we'll look into the other one. And you see that here? Let me scroll down below. And this is where we'll add. Let me make it bigger. And here, let me come here. And what will we do is we'll add at this location. Here we will add the code of visualization. So once we add here and then send a request, so we would see here in the test results the visualization should be visible. So there are no tests for this request, so here the visualization should be visible. So now visualizers let us present our response data in a way that help to make sense of it. We can use visualizers to model and highlight the information that's relevant to our project instead of having to read through raw response data. Even when you share a Postman collection, other people on your team can also understand your visualizations within the context of each request. But for that, you need to write a piece of code. So that's what. So what we're gonna do here is we'll see how to visualize the response of the data and visualizer API and debugging the visualizers. These are the things we'll cover most of the time here. So, and to visualize our response, to visualize our response data, we have to add code to the either prerequisite script or tests script for the request. So for if you want to do it here, so you have to say pm dot visualizer dot and we have to use the set function. And inside that set function we have to mention what template you want to use, template, then the strings, and then data. So all the information you have to provide. So this method pm.visualizer.set method will apply your visualizer code to the data and present it in the visualize tab when the request runs. So adding visualizer code, the pm.visualizer.set method accepts a handlebars template string as its first parameter. So the second parameter is the data you want to use the template to display. So if you want to then so once we give it, it should show a template. So now to render HTML for an example of a basic visualizer in action, let's render one HTML using one HTML template. Let's try to visualize. So we'll take example for that. Let's get into our collections here. So inside a collection we will select play, okay, universe varying. So this is what I'm gonna check. Inside that I'll take this single resource, okay, this is fine for me. This single resource request I'm gonna take. So now to create a visualization of this response, so this is what the response we're getting for this endpoint. So to make this as a table, of course this is so maximum visualization that we can, the simplest visualization that we can make it using table. Okay, so to create a table, so I need to write a template first, and after that I have to include that template inside my code. So the visualize, for that I have to write a visualizer code. So let's begin writing the code. Always we have to include a script either in pre-request script or in tests. So let me scroll down this one. Let me bring it down more. And okay, so let's begin writing. So I'll define var. So that's the variable. It's similar to JavaScript. So then when I say var, so after that whatever I write is a it's a variable. That's what we are identifying it. We are declaring that. This is what we call it as a declaring a variable. Whereas in Python we do not have this. Whereas in Java we have to declare. So I am declaring this as a variable. So var template and equal to, so inside the template I'm gonna write, so I'll say first tab, so table, I'm gonna take table. Yeah, click on this, let me table. So color, I'll go with the BG color equal to, so there I have to mention the color. I'll go with the F F F. Yeah, okay, this is done. So color we have given to the table. So then I will write the tr. So we'll begin with the heading, the first column, the header, the header of the table, that's tr. Then inside that I'll write the th, the header, and the first one is id, capital I and capital D. Let me make it a little, yeah, yeah, now it's visible, slightly visible. Yeah, first one is id and forward slash th. Yeah, we got the right indentation. The second heading in our header is again th, and this time I'll make it name and forward slash th. Then the third header and the third item in our header, table header, is a color, that's th again, and I'll say color, sorry, color forward slash th. The fourth item in the header is a Pantone value. Pantone, a Pantone, a Pantone, that's enough. Forward slash th. And what else I have? So that's it. So these are the four items in our header of the table. So I have mentioned this, and after that we have to add values inside that. So for that, okay, first let me close this header. So t forward slash tr, sorry, tr, yeah. Then with one indentation I have to attach those values one by one. So I'll create one more tr. So I'll say, just a minute, yeah, equal to this indentation, and one more. So get it, the each response, yeah. Then indentation tr, indentation td, and inside that I'm going to attach my variable names. So the first variable name is id, sorry, yeah, and id, the first variable name is id, and I'll close this one, forward slash td, yep, proper. Then Second variable is name, so it's a name, just name the key. Yeah, and we'll close this, /td. Then after that we have one more variable. This time it's a year, that's the key, and I'll close this, /td. Then we have one more variable, that's the color, td, and its color. Yeah, color, /td. Then we'll close this one, get back to the same indentation of tr, /tr. Then we want each, so I'll attach one more variable, so I'll say /each. Done. Then let's close the table altogether. Let me look into this indentation level. So yeah, is this the correct indentation level of the table? Yes, correct, this is the table level. So let me close the table tag here. So this is the closing table tag. Yes, that's it. So I think everything is fine. Each yes, that's it, everything is okay. So other than there is some red mark here, so I don't know what could be the issue here. Okay, that's okay. So that's it. So this is the template that is going to be this is the template, and now we have to, so the variable names inside the double curly braces in the template will be substituted by the data passed to the pm.visualizer.set function method. So to apply the template, we have to add a few more piece of code into our script. So but this time it's equivalent, it's at the same indentation level of I think table. Let me check that at what indentation level I have to add var template. So let me get back to the high level indentation. So here, so I'll attach a comment, I'll add a comment. So let's set a visualizer now. Visualizer. For that, we have to say pm dot, we have visualizer. Yeah, you see that visualizer object, and then I'll select the set method, and then inside the set method, so the template has been defined. You see that variable template, you can see that variable template we have defined it. So now let me select that one, click on it. So now it will take the code that we have mentioned there, then is use comma, and inside that we have to say a response, and pm dot response dot json. So that's what it has to take as input, and then so close that with the colon. So one more thing we have to attach is, so after the table we have to close this with the colon, sorry, semicolon, and then this one we are closing with the semicolon. I hope so now there is no issue with the script. Okay, let's keep it same everything. Let's make it 2. I want to get the record 2, so let me execute it. Now there is some issue. Yeah, this was there was an error in evaluating the script. That's the syntax, unexpected token broken. So let me get into that. Where is that? Unexpected token broken at which line? That's not mentioned here. I'll find out. So where is that? Let me cross check. Okay, so backtick character is missing here. So let me attach that. Yeah, here. So let me say no, and let me cut this other one and scroll down, and more. Yes, here we are gonna add it. So I hope. So now we should. Oh yeah, all gone. Correct. You see that there is no red mark on the on the syntax anywhere. Yes, that's right. Now let's send a request. So now the request has been sent successfully. So let's get into the body and let me make it bigger. So we received received the response. So I will click on visualize and we'll see the magic happen. Here is the magic. You see that? Let me make it much bigger and bring it up. And here you see that the table. So ID, name, color, Pantone, and you see that. I will change it. I'll bring it to 3 and execute it. And you see that the ID is 3, name is True Red, color is 2002, Pantone is this. And so now let me change this to the 4 and I will execute it. I'll send a request. So it should be changed. So ID has been changed to 4, name has been changed to Aqua Sky, and color is 2000. Sorry. Oh, color. So here, so I have to change the script. There is something wrong. So here there is one more. I have to put it. So I'll change this to air, the third one. Okay, and this one should be the color. That's it. Yeah. And now let's change the required changes. So now let's send a request and you see that ID 4, name, year is 2003, color is this. So now let me go for the 5 and you see that 5 Tiger Lily 2004 and color. Let me get back to the 2 and here is that. So this is how we can make our data, the response that we get visualize. We can view the response that we get using visualizations. So this is pretty effective. We can use these templates or we can write our code, or else we can actually use some libraries. So adding styling and interactions to visualizations, we can load an external style sheet by mentioning here, by mentioning link tags. These are all tags that we have used. In addition to that, if you mention a link tags in your HTML template code, so we can use the external tag, external style sheets also. We use the same technique as adding a style sheet to your web page. So we can also add a style sheets using style tags. Similarly, we can add interactions using JavaScript code in script tags inside your template HTML code. It's like it's general normal visualizations how we do. So like, or else we can, you can simply copy some JavaScript code and then we can attach that JavaScript code here, and we have to change the variable names. We have to connect those variable names with this and then we should able to access that. We should able to view that. Okay, got it? So now in addition to these things, we can use our own libraries. Okay, you can use any of the libraries in Postman Sandbox to programmatically generate the layout template. To import another external JavaScript library, we can use a URL to a script tag. We can use a script and then script tag. Inside that script tag, we can mention the URL template code. Using the same approach, you would use a load JavaScript into an HTML file. This lets you render your request data using the visualization tool of our choice. Example d3.js or whatever we want. So that's how it works. We can use any type of script, basically any type of heat map visualizations, and so any type we can use. So I'll show you some examples that is mentioned in. So here if you see renders a bar chart using a chart.js, and then heat map visualization and various chart and graph examples and visualizer API. So debugging the visualizers that we can see later, but here for example, if you want to use a bar chart using chart.js, you can click on this and you can get there. Okay, this is not working, that's fine. DIY heat map visualizations, no, this is also not working. That's okay. At this moment there is no specific data, but that's fine. But I think you got the uh, core of the how to visualize your data that is that you have fetched from your API. So you have to write your template, and you have to connect the template with the pm.visualizer. Visualizer is the object or the main module in that, and then we have to use the set method from that visualizer. Then automatically it's like, so if you want to visualize, you need a HTML framework and a CSS for the styling. And if you want to have a functionality, if you want to highlight something, if you want some action, dynamicism, then what we can do is we can include a JavaScript also. So you can randomly download some bar graphs JavaScript data script, and you can put it here in the tests, and these whatever variables that you get from the API, you can connect that variables inside that graph and then just fetch it and see it will work.